قرآني في قلبي دوما يغمرني من فيض ضياء.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. The 6 categories of the verses of the Noble Qur'an. The verses of the Noble Qur'an can be grouped into 6 categories. The first category is ahkam, which means commandments. Approximately 500 verses of the Qur'an are regarding commandments and prohibitions related to various aspects of our daily lives, such as ritual acts of worship, trade and commerce, marriage and divorce, food and drink, warfare and international relations. The second category is jadl, which means refuting an ideology with proof and evidence. Across the Qur'an, there are 4 types of groups that Allah Ta'ala has refuted. Number 1, the Yahud, the Jews. Number 2, the Nasara, the Christians. Number 3, the Mushrikun, the polytheists. And number 4, the Munafiqun, the hypocrites. The purpose of refuting these groups is to establish Islam as the one true religion. Salvation can only be attained in embracing it and living it. The third category is tadhkir bi ala'illah, which means reminding by mentioning the favors of Allah. Allah wants us to recognize Him. He alone is the creator, He alone is the sustainer, and He alone is the provider. Multiple verses speak about the rain, the winds, crops and vegetation, cattle and livestock, the marvels of the human anatomy, and numerous other bounties which He alone has conferred upon us. These favors are mentioned repeatedly so that we remember Allah who grants us these favors. The fourth category is tadhkir bi ayyamillah, which means reminding by mentioning the days of Allah. The days of Allah refer to the stories of the previous nations and how Allah Ta'ala destroyed them when they rejected the message of His prophets. The fifth category is tadhkir bil mawti wa ma ba'd al mawt, which means reminding people through the spectacle of death and the life to come after death. Many of the verses of the Qur'an relate to the hereafter, to Jannah and Jahannam, to the reckoning and accountability in the court of Allah Ta'ala. And the final and sixth category is amthal, which means parables and examples. Approximately in 166 verses of the Qur'an, Allah has mentioned parables and examples to explain important concepts such as Tawheed, Risala, and the concept of Akhirah.